Let's get set up here. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. I tried running a United Airlines Flight 776 the other day, but the APU wouldn't start in the PMDG aircraft for some reason. And I went offline and I tried to run it again just to see if I can get it running. And the APU started, the number 2 engine started, but then the number 1 engine wouldn't start. So I shut everything down. It's been down since. I haven't changed anything. I just want to see if that was just going to be a 1 or 2 time fluke. Naturally, it happened just after we had another MS 2020 update. So we'll see what happens today. I'm going to try and run that same flight. The aircraft's cold and dark, and everything's up to date again. So let's get started. Alright, DC battery selector, 2-bat, DC battery switches on guarded, standby powers auto guarded, alternate flaps are off guarded, fuel pump switches are off, wipers left and right are set to park, hydraulic pumps electric 2 and 1 are off, landing gear is down, we've got 3 green and 3 green on the aft overhead. We're going to take the weather radar, put that to test, and reset the master caution. And we're going to do fault in op. And overheat fire. Alright, that's good. We're going to go on ground power. Confirm. And let's get set up for unconditioned air. Galley power's on. Let's get our IRS selectors online. Emergency exit lights are armed. And we'll just cycle that trim air. Let's enter our present position. And we're in Billings. And what the IRS is grabbing and what's in the database is pretty close. So it looks like we got a match there. So that's looking pretty good. Alright, let's give them that. Our flaps are up, and showing up. Let me get some brake pressure in here. Hey, Iced Out Productions, how's it going? It's been a while. So did the movie come out? How was it? Got a 6.7? I haven't seen it, so cool. Alright, let's get the brake set. Set that. And let's turn that back off. Alright, so that's set. That takes care of our originator flight. Let's start with the pre-flight. Leading edge devices test is alright. Our reversers are extinguished. EEC switches are on. Guarded. Crew oxygen is fine. Passenger oxygen is normal guarded. Flight recorder test. Oct test warning 2 test. Might be too early for store warning. We'll come back to that. 3 green on the landing gear. PSCU is out. And let's check our oxygen flow. That is good. Hey, Solar. How's it going? Welcome aboard. You just caught me in Billings, so we're heading on over to Denver real quick. Hopefully. Going to get this one in today. Trying MS 2020 with Device Interface Manager version 2. So. Alright, lights test. Now you may notice I have a couple of indicators that are out here as well as the ELT. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but the PMDG doesn't have the ELT panel and it doesn't have GLS or ILS. That's why they're out. But that does work when I'm flying in X-plane. That's all looking good. That's looking good. We're looking good here and here. That's looking good. Alright, flight controls A and B are on guarded, all the flaps are off guarded, spoilers A and B are on guarded, your damper is on. VHF is normal, IRS is normal, FMC is normal, source selector is auto, control panel set to normal, fuel temp is fine, crossfeed check. And our fuel panel is good, AC/DC panel is good, equipment cooling and exhaust is set to normal, emergency exit lights are armed, no smoke and seatbelt sign is on. The window heat on. And let's run the overheat test. TAT test, which the PMDG doesn't have. Wing, engine, anti-ice are off. Electric hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off. And we have a forward entranceway open. Let's open up. Let's get the cargo doors open as well. Alright, test of the flight data recorder. And our pressurization panel's all zeroed out, which it should be. We're at the gate with the door open. AC is looking good. Pressurization. Alright, let's check the bleeds here. Let's reset that. Overheat test. And wing body, AC, and we're looking good there. Alright, we are set for unconditioned air. Today's ride is 37,000. Alright. Check the outflow valve. And our lights will use the left igniter for this ride. Alright, let's get ATIS clearance and then program the flight management computer. Hey Niles, how's it going? I'm trying again from scratch, cold and dark to hopefully secure it on the back end. I didn't change anything. I believe it was a fluke with MS 2020. I don't think it has anything to do with Device Interface Manager, Niles. So we're going to run through this again and see what happens. That last flight that I tried from Billings to Denver that I couldn't get the APU started, I went offline, I got the APU started, the engine 2 started, but then the engine 1 wouldn't start. So that's what the issue was there. So it's kind of a rolling thing. We'll see if it's gone because the computers have been cold and dark for 2 days since I hurt my back. So we're going to see how this ends up running. Hopefully we're going to get through this in one shot without having any issues. Nice solar. Oh, it's always nice seeing another flight deck getting built, even if it's in part. Oh, for those of you that may be here, you see Mr. Odom there. That's the gentleman that created Device Interface Manager. That's the interface between my hardware and PMDG. So that allows me to control everything in here with 2020, which is pretty cool. And X-Plane 12 support's going to be coming in the future, so I'll be able to use one interface program and bump between 2 base platforms, which is pretty cool. I don't think that's been done that easily before, so that's going to be great. Looking forward to that. All right, let's get ATIS. Now, ATIS is 126.3.
ER3012. Arriving and departing runway.
I've got my weather already.
10 right. Visual approaches in use.
Let me just have this though.
Course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested, read back all
we got
runway
3012
instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.9er. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform.
So we got uniform this go around.
Information uniform. 1853 Zulu. Wind calm.
Alright.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
26 on the temp. Dew point is 8. 3012 is good. And we're using 28 right, just as we were going to use the other day. And we have uniform. Alright, that's looking pretty good.
Visual approaches in use.
Alright, clearance is 121.9.
Flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. VFR departures contact clearance delivery on 121.9er. Advise on initial.
Okay. Let's give a listen here.
5000 visual. Score 6053.
Transmissions you hear, I'm using FSATC along with SayIntentions, so I get a nice mix between the two. and I could pause the ATC transmissions coming from FS ATC chatter with a rocker switch that's on my handle. I push it up, I get the pause for FS ATC chatter, so I can use SayIntentions, and I use the bottom rocker to do my transmitting. Works out pretty good. Billings clearance United 776. Request IFR clearance as filed to Denver. We have uniform.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
All right. And what we'll do in the meantime is we're going to get that programmed in here. Oh, you may notice that my lights aren't on here. I can actually turn those on. Let me turn those on right now. That's one of the few items in DIM that's not working correctly.
Clear to Denver. Radar vectors BIL, then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 37010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2. Squawk 4234.
All right, that should be good now. Cleared as Denver as filed via radar vectors, Billings, then as filed. Climb maintain 7,000, expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 4234 for United 776. 42.
United 776, read back correct.
3 and 4. All right, that is incorrect. And we're good up to 7 right now. And we'll bring FSATC chatter back into the mix now. And that should pop back online.
Good morning, Jet 25,
all right, so we have clearance. Let's program the flight management computer, Mike. Oh, hey, Jackson. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I've been hit or miss. I've been doing a lot of work with Device Interface Manager behind the scenes. I've got 45 videos ready to go once Device Interface Manager version 2 gets put out to public beta, to take people step by step setting up each one of these panels. So that should be out once DIM 2 comes out. So I've been doing a lot of work on that, but being that most of that is done, now it's time to come back and have some fun. So, all right, let's get this program, shall we? All right, so we're going to Billings to Denver, KDEN. Sorry, I don't have any screens up back there. I'm still putting all this together. Once I get that set up, then maybe I can get some 2D screens there for you.
United 942, clearance available.
Okay, and we have 28 right on the way out. No SID on the way in.
Departure frequency 118, day small fall.
We have Flight 4. Right, and that was
NG 942, you Bay 9er?
Negative Bay 13.
All right.
NG 942.
Activate that, and let's come and take a look at our route here. Let's get some information in here. All right, so we have Billings.
Good morning. Water Force 44, Cancer Cans outbound on the 351 request.
And that is
Water Force 44, delivery to the
top one.
Bound by the 351 radial length plan.
GATS. GAITZ.
Squawk 3213, departure frequency 118, day small fall.
Grinds. GRYNS. Tofu.
Water Force 44.
Granola.
Water Force 33, clearance is here. Outbound on the 046 radio, was it?
Hippie.
Water Force 33, roger, you're cleared to CAN, tracking outbound by the 046 radio.
After Hippie, we have Folsom.
Time by SID to 6,000. Squawk 4454.
That's SM, right? Yeah. Trying to get this in as quick as I can. BBOCO, Bobco. Bobco, we're going to Flatty.
Water Force 33.
Alright. And then to you. Let's have a quick look at that.
33, cans, 4 cans. Request clearance outbound on the 046 radio.
Quarter 433, cleared outbound on the 046 radio, Cairns 2 departure, climb by a sit.
Coming around.
4751.
And then we have the hold at 10, right? Very good. Alright, that looks good. Now, let's get our fuel for this ride. And our payload. Give me FS Actions, fuel. 7. That's in payload. What payload was 33.8. That.
Good morning, uniform, Hotel X-ray, 7 pads, 3POB with uniform, across clearance from Zibo.
Alright, now we can come back into the FMC. And our zero fuel weight. What's our final reserve? Final reserve is going to be 6.4. Cost index this ride is 35. And we've got 370, right, for cruise. Let's get our top of climb winds here. 338 at 31. That in here, we're not going to derate. And the slope was up 0.9. And what are the winds here? I believe they were just variable at 4. Oh no, that was last ride. Oh, they're the same today. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's get our descent in here. We're at 27, so we'll put in 20,000, 15,000, and 10,000. Since we're down here, 3050. What's the average ISA? 5. 3050. And we don't have to worry about any ice this ride. 033 at 14. At 15,000, we're looking at 323 at 9. And at 10,000, we're looking at 049 at 4. And that's looking good. Let's come into you. And I'm just going to request the cruise winds. I could put them in, but we'll let the CDU do that. And we'll bring you to progress page. Uplink is ready. Load that.
Delivery, g'day, Juliet Oscar Hotel for Lizard Island, Preston.
Juliet Hotel, delivery, g'day, clear to Lizard Island by Lockhart planned route.
Alright, we're good.
Climb by Sid to 6,000. Score 4521.
One more quickie here.
118.4.
Lizard Island via Lockhart planned route, Cairns 2 departure, climb by Sid 6,000, score 452.
Alright, so far so good. From cold and dark to program and the FMC, we're looking pretty good. Alright, now let's move on here. In case I have to come back, let me get my radio set up. In case I have an issue and I have to come back. This is already done. Let's go to Billings.
November Oscar Charlie. Clear tier 1 for 3327.
We're looking at 250 on a decision height. Alright. 111.5.
Delivery, Unity 7144, Cloncurry, request clearance.
Unity 714, delivery, g'day.
282.
Planned route, Cairns 2 departure. Climb by the Sid to 6,000, score 60.
282.
Frequency 118.4.
And let's get our land altitude set. If I have to come back, this is done. Since I'm by myself in here. I said I was 36. 62, so we'll go 30. 50. Alright. Good. Alright, that's all set. Let me get my 121.9 is in. Let's get 120. Let's get you set. 127 deuce. Give me departures. 119. 2. Alright. Pedestal is good. Alright, let me have you. Terrain, position, data, airport, station. I'm on the master. You're on the slave. You can have weather, station, airport, data, and position. And let's get our takeoff in here now. CG was 24.9. Flaps 5, takeoff trim is 512. And we're looking at $154 on the engine out. Alright, that looks good. Our initial heading is going to be 136. And we were cleared to 7. Alright, that looks good. Alright, nose wheel steering is normal guarded. Let's check the displays. And lower. Auto flight system. Very good. Alright, primary flight display. Artificial horizon is level. Got 0 on the ground speed, 45 on the tape, 148 V1, 154 V2, engine out, 136 on the heading. I've got a decision height of 250, local pressure 3012, and we've got 7,000 on the initial cleared altitude. I've got terrain on my nav display. Let me set up the, I'm looking at 3012 here on the standby, and want to set auto, speed reference is auto, reset the fuel flow. We are set for rejected takeoff. We are good here. Let's check the bottles. And this is the issue that I'm aware of. See, this will light up. Niles gave me the fix for this. It's in Discord. I haven't even looked at it yet. I have to go take a look at that. But that's basically it. Everything else is looking pretty good. All right, let's get that test done. And you should be done. And let's test the stall warning. And we're good now. All right, so that's all good. Let that test run. Let's see, what did I miss in text here? Well, I'll take a breather. Oh, really, Niles? I did not know that. I didn't know DIM 2 was out since September 1. Oh, okay. So what I'll do, Niles, sorry I'm a little late, but as soon as I get done with this ride, I'll get those installation videos online for you. All right. All right, let's see. We are up to, what was I up to? This is all done. Let's do the ground proximity now. Let's get the doors buttoned up. Let's get the APU online. This is where we had problems in the past. And those indicator lights didn't go out last go around, if I remember correctly. So we're looking pretty good right now. All right, let's see if we get our low oil pressure indicator. I didn't get that last time. Beautiful. All right, let's get that going. Let's get these doors buttoned up. I didn't think it had anything to do with Device Interface Manager, that last go around. It looked like it was a fluke within MS 2020 or within PMDG itself. I didn't think it was from DIM. I don't know how to use pushback in 2020. I'm so used to X-Plane and better pushback, which works great. So I'm going to back out of my own power. It's not going to be pretty, I can assure you, because I still haven't looked at my yoke rudder pedals and my tiller. They're very squirrely. One of the big issues and complaints that I have with 2020 is their control surfaces. In X-Plane, I can get these close to matching the multi-million-dollar sim that I'm used to, that I've been in. In here, I can't get them close at all. So,
Kilo 307 Delta.
alright, the doors are buttoned up, APU is up and running. We're on APU power, we'll give that a minute and then we'll get disconnected from the ground and get on out of here. Ground services here. Let me just hit that again. Seems to drain rather quickly.
Just on 935.
Alright, let's say that's been about a minute. Let's get on APU.
146 delivery.
And let's get disconnected. Get rid of you. Remove the chocks. Get us disconnected here. Now, normally at this point I would call for push and start, and I'd have the guy coming with the tug. But since we're not waiting on the tug, I'm just going to request push and start. And then once I'm up and running, we're just going to back on out of here under our own power. We have you.
3303. Departure frequency 118.4.
And we're using 28 right, so I'm going to be swinging the nose basically that way, to my left. Alright, let's wait till they're done with their transmission.
Taking over Quebec, delivery good day, clear to Cairns by green on 1500, score 1617. Departure frequency 118.4.
Clear to Cairns by green on 1500, code 1617, departure 118.4, taking over Quebec.
United 776 at gate 29 with uniform, request push and start.
United 776, push and start approved.
Yeah, parking brake is on.
Instructions shortly.
Alright, so the push and start is approved. So what I'll do now is let me get that clock going. Alright, we're going to take the packs off. Alright, we got plenty of juice. Anti-collision lights coming on. And we're going to start number 2. Looking good. I have to get in here and reverse that monitor. It's hard for me to see it from this angle. That angle gets it great. The monitor should have been put in flipped. So I have to see it kind of a little bit more straight on, or else it's dim.
United 776, push and start approved. Expect runway 28 right for departure.
Yeah, we got that already.
Good afternoon, November Oscar Charlie, Delta 06, 1 PAV at the pier, request direct cancel.
So this must work a little bit differently than X-plane. Usually what I'll do to start the engines is we'll bring them from cutoff up to idle, but I'll hold them out. In case I have a hot start, I can just slap the fuel down to cutoff again. But here it doesn't engage the engine, so we're not going to be able to do that. Let's see if this is going to work. We're going to go on Gen 2 now. Confirm we have Gen 2 power. We're going to close the isolation valve, and then we're going to take the right pack and go to auto. And now we should be able to start number 1.
1500, score 1604, departures 118.4, inland 663, thank you.
It sounds like it's spooling up, so we're looking pretty good here. 21. Yeah, see, I have to let it come down into the lock position. Which is not that big of a deal. If I have a hot start, I can always just lift it up and slap it down. So it looks like we're good now from cold and dark to push and start. Not bad. Alright, so this is stable. That's good. You're good, you're good, you're good. And we've got a clean board. All right, so we are up and running. Let's back out on our own power. Before I do that, let me check some flight controls here.
Cockpit, you can fly green on 1500, code 1745, punch on at decimal 4, Tango November.
All right, now, like I said, this is probably not going to be pretty.
Victor uniform, full can, fly green on, good clearance.
Victor uniform, delivery clear to can, fly green on at 1000.
And I've got you coming to the left. The graphics are nice and smooth today. So far, anyway. I guess that wasn't too bad. Could have went back a little bit further, but I'll take this. This isn't that bad. All right, let's set the parking brake. All right, so that's done. They're gone. Let's get off. Flaps, taxi. We're going to go to TA. You're going to go to auto. You're going to go to auto. And let's have a peek real quick. The fuel cutoff, that half is already done. Exterior lights, yep, we are good. APU is needed, it's off. Master caution recall, we've got a clean board. Flaps are set for takeoff. Transponders, TA, auto, weather radars, auto, flight controls are free and clear. So we are good. Alright, let's request taxi. United 776 ground. We're at gate 29 at intersection Delta. Request clearance to runway 28 right. I forgot why I was keying up there for a second.
Runway 28 right via Delta Alpha. Contact tower on 127.2 when ready for departure.
Clear to taxi 28 right, going to tower 127.2 when ready. Good day. All right, so we can put that in there, and we'll even switch over. Let's get rid of the brake. Let's get on out of here. Are you going to let us go here? Why are we not moving? Thought I heard the brake release. What's going on here? Not again. Yeah, everything is removed. What are you? Everything is removed here. Let's take a look in the 3D panel and see what's going on here. Well, we were good up to getting out of here. Let's check that parking brake here. Yeah, parking brake is off. So, the brake is off. We should be good to roll here. Doesn't make any sense. Let me take a look at something here. We're not locked out, are we? No. And resume. I don't get it. Let's see. Can we back up? Doesn't want to let us go. I don't know. This is definitely not Device Interface Manager doing this. This is MS 2020, and I got another update from 2020 today. So, alright everybody, sorry about that. My next run is going to be an X-Plane 12. I'm done sitting here going nowhere fast. Anyway, Niles, I will get those Device Interface Manager videos up right now. For those of you that were here, sorry about that. We're locked up again. No idea what's going on. But what I will do is my next run is going to be an X-Plane 12, and that is very reliable, and we will get in the air. All right, everybody. I will catch you on my next run, maybe later today. I don't know. We'll see. All right, everybody. Take care.